Hello, welcome to another episode on mind cultivation. Today we talk on how to reinforce your self-motivation. Remember, you alone can motivate yourself. No one can do that for you. You can move yourself. You can find the energy to achieve your set goal. You can find the energy to be who you are created to be. One thing you need to do for self-motivation is to ensure that you actually start celebrating yourself. You must keep a list of your little wins, the little success you do every day. As you have a plan of the goals you need to achieve in a day, also have a plans of gratitude list and a plan to celebrate yourself as you achieve your set weekly goals, your set daily goals. Focus on what you have done in a day, what you have done concerning that project, what you have done concerning that relationship, what you have done concerning that issue, than what people are saying about that. Stop focusing on other people's opinion. Their opinion does not matter to you. What matters is what you are telling yourself. If people say, I'm dull-minded, I don't know how to construct my sentences, I don't know how to pronounce my words, it's not in me to focus on their opinion, but it is in me to do what? To tell myself, this is what I should be doing, and this is what I should be achieving. What is the aim of communication? Passing across the information. Does a person I'm trying to pass the message to, do they understand? If they understand the message I'm passing through, then I should celebrate myself because it is a win, not a loss. Number 2, you need to think about all the little victories you have won. That when you think about all the little victories you've won, make a list of them and celebrate yourself. Why do you need to celebrate yourself? When you celebrate an act, you reinforce that act. Now remember that as a human, we are predestined to remember the things that hurt us most, not the things that cost us joy. If I asked you to share your experience, recall your most traumatic experience, you will recall them almost pictorial or word to word, scene to scene. But if I ask you to recall the experiences that gave you most excitement, you might not even remember your most happiest day, but you will remember the most embarrassing day, the most frustrating day, the biggest day in my job, the biggest day in the relationship. But the little things that made you happy in that job, in that relationship, in achieving that goal, you would not remember. So changing yourself, enforcing your self-motivation is to ensure that those little victories, you celebrate them. Treat yourself to that. Every time you have a little success, you have in your goal for today to achieve 5 goals and you achieve 3. You didn't achieve the 5th one. Now you could say, oh, it's a loose day. Celebrate yourself for 1, 2, 3 you achieved today. Then tomorrow you continue. What are you doing? You are reinforcing positivity. Positivities affect our self-image. So when we reinforce positivities, we are growing our self-image. Number 3, remember, all you have accomplished is important. Let's take for an instance, if David didn't remember that when he was in the forest, he killed the lion, he killed the bear, and delivered the sheep from their mouth, he wouldn't have had the boldness or the courage to face Goliath. Now, the issue is, remember the little success, the little accomplishment you have done. And when you have done it, you do what? You celebrate each one of them. Remember them, have a list of them, and keep them where you will see it. So it tells you, even though I am currently facing a challenging task that is telling me I am not good enough, I cannot succeed this. If you fall back to those little seed of accomplishment, those list of success you have achieved in life. Say, I was able to do this, I was able to overcome this challenge, I was able to do this, and it boosts your self-courage, it boosts your motivation, and it keeps you going. That's why we said motivation is self-discovering. People can say whatever they want to say to you, but it is for you to allow whatever they say to you to be what? To become a reality. So it means you are the final person that could determine if you're motivated or not. So remember, everything you have accomplished, take every success important. Then the fifth one, you have to reward yourself. Okay, I said if I could finish my project for today, what will I do? Buy yourself a drink, buy yourself that favorite snacks, buy yourself that favorite thing you have achieved. Okay, if I could earn so amount in this month, and when you have earned that amount, what do? That thing you promise yourself, celebrate it yourself. Take yourself shopping, take a relaxation, take a break. Oh, because you have achieved this, it's time to go for vacation. Treat yourself to a vacation, treat yourself to a cinema, treat yourself to something that you have not done. Celebrating that achievement. Celebrating that achievement. You're not just doing it because, it's a normal thing I should be doing. No, but I am buying this cup of cocoa because I just finished my plans for today. So what am I? As I'm enjoying it, I'm telling my mind, my everything, my subconscious is saying this is a reward for a job well done. So imagine if we don't reward ourselves. That is what prizes are for. The reward is important. Give yourself that prize. Give yourself that desire. Okay, I said I finished this. I need to treat myself to a long sleep. You do that. It mustn't cost you a huge amount of money. It just, done. You lift 2 legs, drop it on the table, stretch yourself, say, wow, this is job well done. That is it. Celebrating your achievement. So we go to number 6. Okay. Is it worth celebrating? I said I'm going to achieve. I have 5 things to achieve in my goal plan for today. I achieved 3. It's not worth celebrating. That is self-judgment. Stop being a perfectionist. Well, my mark is 60. After people are making 70, people are making 90. That is self-judgment. The self-judgment will reduce you. It wouldn't improve you. Check it. Try this approach today. When you did not achieve your goals today, but the little things you've achieved today, celebrate yourself. You'll find out that when you wake up tomorrow, you'll be energized. You'll be moved to do more. But when you did not achieve all the things, even when you've achieved all the things you've achieved today, look at me and said, yes, I wrote 5 goals in my list. I did them, but no. These graphics did not work very well. This cake didn't come out fine. Thus, when you have done that, downgrade yourself, sleep. Tomorrow, I promise you, when you wake up, you will find it difficult to wake from your bed. Do you know why? Because you don't talk yourself. Self-motivation is important. And it doesn't mean you shouldn't evaluate what you are doing. You can evaluate what you are doing. You can assess your progress. But you do that positively. You do that positively. Appreciate yourself. Validate your own effort. Tell yourself, I did this myself. You don't need to depend on people regularly. You don't need to depend on people regularly. You don't need to depend on people regularly. You need to appreciate yourself. You need to celebrate yourself. Appreciate your personal beauty. Stand in front of your mirror and tell yourself, I am beautiful the way I am. You don't need to work on the standard of people telling you this and this and this. You don't need that. Appreciate the road you have come so far. These are the journey plans you have done so far. Appreciate it. Then, practice daily self-gratitude. Practice daily self-gratitude. Practice daily self-gratitude. On a daily basis, you should be grateful to yourself. Grateful for the things you were able to achieve. Grateful for the ideas that come from you. Grateful for the life you were able to change. Daily self-gratitude increases your self-image. It boosts your self-confidence. It increases your self-acceptance. You accept your limitation. Okay, I speak with an accent. Accept the accent. I speak, my words are not my vocabularies are not really arranged. Accept it the way you are. Appreciate your daily process. Be grateful. Okay, now when you accept yourself the way you are, you start making a journey. Okay, I weigh 250 pounds, and last week, this week, I'm wearing 249 pounds. It is 1 pound different. Appreciate the journey process. It is not showing yet that you're losing that weight, but appreciate that you've lost 1 pound. Appreciate it. Then receive compliment from people. You have a right. Most they say, oh, thank you for don't worry, don't mention. Receive compliment from people. You delivered a job, receive the thank you. You delivered a service, receive the what? The thank you. Take the praise. Take the recommendation. Take the compliment. When you take them and you internalize them, you're doing your self-esteem a big job. It is good when we appreciate ourselves, and it sounds better when we get it from people. But what we say you don't depend on people is when people tell you you're on the last side of life, and your your body mass index is not saying you're on the last side because you have a fat bones and you have all those things. You don't need to start looking down on yourself. And listen, you are not forget about the models figure 8. That is not how you are. You are created uniquely on your own. So take the compliment irrespective of who is giving it to you. Then you decide to be gratitude to yourself that you are living. Do you know that the fact that you still breathe means that you have a purpose? The fact that you still have that job means that you have a purpose to fulfill on that job. The fact that you still have life means that there is a purpose to accomplish. You should be grateful that you are alive. That the souls find it immeasurably beautiful to bless you with life this day. You take it and you enjoy it. And finally, consider the source of the negativities. Why do I took what I'm saying this last? Yes, criticism will come, but you are not to depend on criticism wholly, and you are not to neglect criticism. That will say there are negative criticism and positive criticism. When you criticize yourself positively, you are not disintegrating yourself, but you're looking at what you would have done better, taking the lessons from there and improving on it. But when you criticize yourself negatively, you're bad marketing yourself, you're pushing down the energies within you, you are pushing down your mental capacity. The same thing happens when people criticize you negatively. Are they criticizing you based on their negative energies, negative views of life, or are they criticizing you out of love? Now, how do you identify that? You identify that by the nations and the energy of their words. When people speak, the